What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. When Cassie sued Diddy for that lawsuit and they settled out of court, a lot of people in the community felt like, well, there's a female trying to get somebody again for some money because, they're not successful now. So, here they are trying to do anything for money, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I was suspicious, like, well, why does she want so much money from this guy? Like, she got a new husband. Why don't they got money? Not thinking that what I was gonna see just a few weeks later in the hotel room, I'm like, okay, that's why she got the money. I know Cassie for many years has been the person who's the victim who's been getting attacked. Imagine being abused like she was, and then people attacking you and you're trying to live somewhat of a private life just to get over it. Now, this is not any different from a lot of people who have been assaulted. They don't want to come out and say who they are just because their life has already been, in some aspects, destroyed. They've already been embarrassed by what's happened to them. So to come out and make a public scene or to come out and tell the truth what happened to them, it's more ridicule on them. And this is what happened when Fenia Dukes came out and said this.
This is our last night in Vegas. When we clock out, isn't anybody hitting the strip with me? It's my birthday. And everybody said no, or they had something else to do, but Andrew. Miles did say that if he's done doing whatever he was doing, he'll catch up with us. Okay, so fine, but I at least knew I got a man with me, I'm gonna make it home. I ain't even gotta worry about try to go on the strip by myself. I legitimately thought that, I was gonna make it home. Until my last memory was me waking up in his room. Why not now? Right? And you'll hear so many stories of, oh, well, she waited 20 years and she waited 30 years. I knew if it was ever happened to me, absolutely not. That I knew justice needed to come immediately. And that's why. So it might seem like it's a now for you, but this has been a long journey for me already. And I've already put my suffering aside. I put my depression aside. I've worked on all that. I did my praying on if I should be sitting in front of you today saying my story. And I'm ready. That's why now. And I'm not just fighting for me no more. I realize that I'm fighting for every woman that's been in my position. I'm fighting for a sister that doesn't have a voice. I'm fighting for a sister that's scared. I'm fighting for a sister who doesn't have a sister. I'm fighting, not just for me.
Now, as you've heard, when Fenia Dukes said that about Andrew Holmes, no doubt you had a lot of people on her side. A lot of the residents of Dolton were furious. Andrew Holmes was fired from Chicago survivors, and he was afraid to even come to the meetings. And I believe for his own safety, okay? Now, I was looking at Brother Jedediah Brown's Facebook page, shout out to him, and he posted this. I have to say this has been very telling to witness. I do understand why counsel didn't want her to be known. Society doesn't comprehend she refuses to be a victim and that a survivor is fighting back in her own will and ability to stay positive, which is carrying her through. I honor her authenticity. I'm praying that justice moves up its dates or arrival. Now, another post that she said is this. He shared her original post. She goes, you know what I've been realizing since all this came out? Some people don't like seeing me smile, laugh, or simply being happy. And it's so weird to me, not because they feel like that, but because just how many feel like I can't still smile, laugh, and be simply happy to at least just be alive after all this happened to me. I want to say that you've been conditioned into thinking when something traumatic happens to someone, they must live in fear, sadness, and depression for the rest of their lives. They have to look the part of a victim. Well, not me. I won't live in fear, sadness, or depression. I just stopped through to them emotions for a minute to actually deal with them rather than suppress them so I could truly move on in life. Not just for me, but for my son too. I don't care who don't believe me. I love everyone supporting me, but God is the reason for my season. I got back into church. I started using God as my therapist. I started learning about me. So just a reminder, if you ever see me smiling, laughing, or simply just happy to be alive another day, don't judge me. Judge yourself for being mad that I don't want to be victimized. I am a survivor, I'm a warrior, I'm a testimony, and now I may be someone else's voice. I don't need sympathy, I need justice. Hashtag we're stronger together. Now, I don't believe the people she's talking about are those who believe in her. Nope, she's talking about those who are haters. Because you can't tell me these are the trustees, Reverend Dr. Jason House, Edward Steve, that they want her to be out here looking, feeling bad. I don't believe it's Edward Steve. I don't believe that it's Tammy Brown. I don't believe it's my boo Thelma. You going to jail, Thelma. That ain't Thelma doing that. The people who don't believe her and who are hating on her, I'ma tell you, it can only be two groups of people. Supporters of Andrew Holmes, which are none, but the rest are Tiffany Henyard supporters because they believe that Fenia Dukes is lying and she's trying to undercut City Girl Mayor and she's trying to do this, but I'm gonna go even further. The people who giving her the most problems are black women who don't support her. I hate to say it. Let me just tell you this. As a man who came out of, let me just say, some parts of the red pill community, I want you guys to know, did you know that after being a kind of, dealing with the black sector of the manosphere, I actually got more compassion for ladies after dealing with that, because it was from there that I got to listen to some of the women I interviewed and what happened to them. And being in the manosphere, in my honest opinion, made me want to take care of women even more in my life. I'm not married, no. It made me actually want to love and respect black women more because I got to meet my good brother George Macon. My mind was changed and I got to see what women are up against. But do you know what I got to also see? How much women actually dislike each other. And you would think that would have happened to our guys in the black manosphere. We're the guys that dislike ladies. You got some brothers over the top, but these people who are hating on her, these are black women that are City Girl Mayor. Because no man is going to ever come out and be like, oh, why are you so happy? No man would even talk to a woman like that that's even been accused of being a you-know-what victim. Can't even say that. Can't say it, okay? The only person who's comfortable to say it is another woman to another woman. That's the only way you can say that. And let me tell you, it is sick. It is sick. I get shocked every day. I'm like, whoa, did they really say this? Is that the truth? Is that how y'all really feel? Like, a woman comes out and says, I've been raped by this guy. This happened on the trip. The brother corroborates the story. And y'all like, we don't believe you. What do you mean you don't believe him? What do you mean? It was the brother that had no reason to lie on her or for her. The brother got demoted because of that. He took a loss on her behalf. And it's sad, man. How you see, I'm gonna say one other thing. I was watching Jedediah Brown covering the city of Flint. He's out in Flint. Shout out to the brother. He's doing some really good work. You talk about disrespecting women in that thing? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.